Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Kim. Welcome. Please subscribe, join the Kisses family here on YouTube, hit that little bell so you know when my videos upload, and my goal is to spread positivity all over YouTube. That's 100% my goal. So welcome if you're new. I just wanted to make another video today, and today's video is kind of crazy, but I wanted to share this with you guys. Please do not get scared because it's nothing to be scared about, but I wanted to talk about a message that I had channeled through me from an Arcturian. And before you click off this video or leave a comment below saying that I am absolutely nuts, I am not. I am 100% okay in the membrane. I really am. I had this message channeled through me, and it was a few nights ago. And it's crazy, guys, because I was receiving all these messages. And this one message told me to find out where my higher dimensional beings originate from. So I checked out this video on YouTube, and I'll list the name of it here below. Definitely check it out, guys. But what it is basically, it's very simple, but it's a video that shows pictures of the different constellations. And so I watched it, and they wanted you to take note if you felt a resonation of home with a certain constellation. So I did this. I had this idea in my mind, and I watched the video, and I had some doubts. I wasn't really thinking I was going to resonate with anything, but I did. I resonated 100% with what is called the Boots constellation. And the Boots constellation is just beautiful, and what I found out who resides there is Arcturians. If you don't know what Arcturians are, basically from what people believe them to be, and from what I've personally seen, they're blue, violet, purple, glowing beings that are very benevolent, they're very loving, they're very high dimensional. They reside there in the Boots constellation. So I got to researching, guys, and I got to learning all about these beings that different people have channeled, and I was just really excited. I'm like, this is really interesting. This is really cool. Not thinking too much about it. And then that evening, I received this message, and it was somebody talking through me while I was starting to fall asleep. And I'm like, okay, this is really weird and strange, but I'm just gonna let it flow through me, just kind of, you know, feel it out, see what happens. This being talking through me, he said, and it was definitely a he said he was an Arcturian. He said that he was talking to me from the 10th dimension. So you can imagine how, like, what? what I was thinking, okay? But he said that he was from the 10th dimension, that he was an Arcturian, and he said that he had a very important message for me. And I'm thinking, okay, guys, I'm going nutty, I'm going crazy, I must be dreaming this, but I was still fully awake. I was just starting to fall asleep. And so I just kind of kept listening because I was like, okay, this is important. I need to hear this message. So he said that I need to keep shining my light. That I need to keep shining my light, and I need to keep letting it shine through to others. And that I need to let it shine brighter. So I took this very seriously. I was like, wow, this is like really different, but I've never had an experience like this before. So I let it come through, and I let it happen, and then I saw what I believe was to be his face, and he looked like an alien. An alien, guys, an ET. Like, he looked like an alien, and it was just crazy. It was crazy, but it was very beautiful. I asked what his name was because I was very curious, and he said his name is Yunu. Yunu. So, yeah, it was very, very interesting. Very interesting. And I'm not crazy, guys. This really happened to me. And then I saw, a couple days later, I saw Metaphysical Mike's video about how the full moon is in Pisces right now, and I am a Pisces, and how it's causing people to have very psychic experiences and all these downloads and messages. And so that made 100% sense to me. So, and then not only did I see his video, but I saw a bunch of other people's videos about the full moon being in Pisces and how it's causing a lot of people to have psychic messages sent to them. And I'm like, this is crazy, but I believe it because it's happening. And so, yeah, I was open to it. I let it flow through me. I let it happen. Then, this is even crazier, guys. If you're not subscribed to Aluna Ash here on YouTube, I'll leave her name below, but she had a live stream. And so I entered the live stream because I like her videos. They resonate with me. So I entered the live stream and I wasn't really thinking much about it. Then all of a sudden, you guys, I kept getting these messages for me to tell the people that were in the live stream that I need to tell them these messages. And I'm like, this is so weird. Like, I've never had any experiences like this before. But I was open to it and I went with it. And I told one girl that she needed to be stronger. And the girl was talking to me and she's like, that's so weird that you said that because I've been working on being stronger within myself and that's my main goal right now. And I'm like taken aback, you know, I'm just kind of like weirded out by this. And then I had another message telling another girl that she needed to paint. She needed to keep painting. And she was like, wow, I really wanted to do this anyways. So thank you. Now I know what to do. And then I received another message for another girl here on YouTube to keep on reading, keep reading, keep reading. And she asked, she's like, what do you mean, like books or cards? And I said, both, but mainly your cards. Do you do tarot readings? She's like, yes. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. So then I started chatting with her more. He was asking me if I could see what her spirit guides looked like because she's been talking with her higher self and with her spirit guides. And all of a sudden, someone appeared to me behind my left shoulder. And I explained what they looked like and they said, yes, this is who they are. And it was a Nordic being and it had like bluish green skin and blonde hair and a mole on their cheek. And she asked if the girl had a mole on her cheek. And I'm like freaking out right now, you guys. I'm like, at this time I'm freaking out. I'm like, yeah, and she's hiding it. She's like shy about it. And I was like, do you have a mole on your cheek? She's like, no, but I do have a dimple right where her mole is. And I'm very shy about it. But I've been learning to love it about myself. And I'm like, you should, because that's really, really cool. And she's asked me what her name is. And so I proceeded to tell her. And this higher self being that's behind me is poking me and she's like all excited and she's like, tell her this, tell her this, tell her that, tell her that. And so I'm channeling messages from her higher self through me back to her. And it was just a very crazy experience. And then she asked if there was, you know, a male being there, and there was a very strong presence behind my right shoulder. He put his hand on my shoulder and he was a very strong presence, but he looked very similar to the girl. And I said, I believe this is either your twin flame energy or it's her brother. And I was getting just basically all these messages and we're going back and forth and she's like, it was just very weird. I was having all these psychic messages and they were dead on 100%. And she asked me who her twin flame's name was. And I said, it starts with an M. And she's like, yeah, it does. It's who I'm with right now. And his name does start with an M. And it was just crazy, guys. But yeah, it kind of freaked me out a lot, but I knew what I was doing was right. And I was supposed to be there at that time, apparently. I don't usually enter too many live streams, maybe just one here or there if it's a subscriber that resonates with me. So that was very, very interesting and very cool experience. And so I definitely just wanted to share that with you guys. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever experienced anything like this, because for me, this was the first time I've ever experienced anything like these, both of these situations. So it was very intriguing to me, but it's very exciting at the same time. If I receive any more psychic messages like these, I will share them with you guys. But I hope you guys are all having a great day. Have a great week. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.